Alright, I think we're running here. Hello, my name is Sam Shearer. I'm an MAT and Secondary Social Studies student at North Carolina State University. I graduated from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill in May 2012 with a degree in Modern European History. Preceding my graduation from UNC, I spent 2 years abroad in Florence, Italy, where I taught English in a private language school. In the fall of 2014, I returned to North Carolina to begin this program. I'm now in my second and final year of the program, looking to graduate in May with my master's and a certificate of teaching secondary social studies in North Carolina public schools. So I have this webinar for you guys today. What it's called is Basic Understandings of the Teacher, which is the same title as the first unit of the book for which I have read for today. So I hope you guys enjoy it. All right. The book that I have read for you today is called The First Days of School: How to Be an Effective Teacher, written by Harry K. Wong and Rosemary T. Wong. There are several relevant chapters of content that apply to me as a beginning teacher, but I want to primarily focus on the first unit as well as other certain aspects from the rest of the book. Okay, we have the central premise here. The central premise which I've derived from my reading is that we as teachers teach for the students. Student achievement and success are the most important factors in teaching, and everything we do inside the classroom is for the benefit of the students. I believe that to be an effective teacher, something that will be a repeated emphasis in this webinar, it's really important to produce results and impact students' lives. Being a proficient teacher, someone who continually acquires knowledge and skills, is also critical to teaching effectively. All right, moving on. Looking now at the summary. I addressed 4 major points, 2 of which are in this slide that I want to emphasize from this reading. I've already partially discussed what being an effective teacher is, but I'll further elaborate here. According to the book, there are 3 characteristics to being an effective teacher. The first, you need positive expectations for student success. You have to also have excellent classroom management and knowing how to design lessons in order to achieve student mastery. In this case, student mastery is how well the students can demonstrate that a concept or skill has been comprehended, which is also determined by teacher. But these 3 skills are crucial to being an effective teacher, and we'll further talk about classroom management and having positive expectations for the students. But really, the emphasis of Unit 1 and a lot of this book is how to be an effective teacher, especially as a beginning teacher. So the next point on my summary that I would like to address is the importance of succeeding on the first day of school. As a beginning teacher, this goal appears intimidating and difficult, but the book emphasizes the importance of initial success in the classroom and provides a few useful tips in order to do so. First, successful teachers create a script or plan for the first day of school. Establishing consistency, a theme that we will later discuss in this webinar, is crucial for a good first day or week of school. Students really want an organized classroom to be well managed and provide them with stability. So having control of your classroom will mean knowing what you are doing, establishing the procedures of the classroom, and understanding your own professional responsibilities. I believe, and the book also attests this, that if you have success on the first days of school, then you are setting yourself up to have success later in the year. Another point that the book makes is the expectations for beginning teachers on the first days of school. They are going to school with the same expectations as return teachers, as veterans. But despite these expectations, we as beginning teachers can be just as successful. Moving on, the third major point I'd like to address is how important it is for teachers to continuously develop and learn new knowledge. Teacher research and development lead to increase in student success. As educators, it is our responsibility to continuously improve our knowledge and methods of instruction. It's as simple as that, really. Research is a contributing factor to this. Research data from other educators or from the school itself allows teachers to methodically understand how best to improve their lessons. Several topics like building a learning community, focusing on extensive reading, and adding wait time have all been supported by research to improve student achievement. Like is listed on the slide, all of these things can be done through research, professional development, collaboration with others, colleagues, teacher workshops, and more, professional organizations as well. These can all be used to improve on our knowledge of the education field and continue to learn in order to benefit our students. Second on the slide, classroom management is crucial to success. Classroom management composes a lot of this book, with being an effective teacher, and has its own chapter or own unit dedicated to solely classroom management. The book quotes saying classroom management is the single most important factor that governs student learning. Classroom management is all the practices and procedures that a teacher does to organize students, the classroom, and their time so student learning can occur. The book focuses on many specifics of classroom management, such as how to introduce yourself in class, how to take roll, how to have an effective disciplinary system, etc. And these are all important characteristics of what is needed to be a good classroom management teacher. But as a beginning teacher, I would like to understand the broader picture of what I need to employ in order to have a well-balanced classroom. Being an effective classroom manager, just like being an effective teacher, it is important to establish consistency and be organized in the classroom. So having set routines, allowing for students to feel comfortable within the classroom, these all contribute to becoming a good classroom manager. Furthermore, there can never be too much preparation, especially for beginning teachers. And honestly, the more preparation that is done, the more prepared you are as a teacher for any disturbance or unplanned incidents that may occur. Okay, so I want to talk about a couple classroom ideas and strategies that some of which I've already kind of hit on with classroom management being an effective teacher. But a really big point that I find from other teachers and I found from this book is the theme of consistency. Consistency, if things are done on a consistent basis, I believe that the students know exactly what to do in every situation. So consistency improves student behavior because it establishes structure and organization, so students know exactly what to expect. And it provides them a safe and organized environment. So the other idea here is a task-oriented environment and a predictable environment, which both contribute to a well-managed classroom. In a task-oriented environment, students know what is expected of them and how to be successful in that environment. Building on consistent classroom management, a task-oriented environment can allow students to become better leaders and effective classroom managers. A predictable environment, on the other hand, is somewhere where both the teachers and students know what to do and what is supposed to be happening. Without closely monitoring the students, the teachers should be able to predict what is happening and why it is happening. That's also a key factor in a predictable environment. So this final slide, this phrase I have that I took from the book that I've also seen elsewhere is beg, borrow, or beg, borrow, steal, which is quoted a couple times in this book. And now, while teachers might not be thought of as beggars or thieves, the phrase can apply to teachers who collaborate and share ideas and techniques that make them a more effective teacher. Really, with an emphasis on beginning teachers and the first days of school, it's really important because of the expectations for us beginning teachers to use the resources, the experience of the veterans and colleagues that we have in the school to gain success and learn about your classroom, to learn about the people, the demographics, the content, everything necessary to be an effective teacher and classroom manager. So, beg, borrow, and steal, it is a theme. It is something you should do in the school, at least, as a teacher. And that, I believe, is the end of my webinar. I hope you guys have enjoyed and gotten more insight into what the book, The First Days of Schools, is all about. I would highly recommend this popular book, especially for beginning teachers. Thanks again, and I look forward to hearing your comments. All right.